Today we're going to solve two chess puzzles, and we're not looking for a checkmate but the best move for first black and then white in the second puzzle. You will get 30 seconds to solve each puzzle, and first up is the puzzle in which you're playing with the black pieces, and your task is thus to find black's best move. Good luck! Well, let's see if you manage to find the right moves. The position is even in material terms, and that is why we're even more eager to find a good combination that gives us the upper hand. Our queen is threatened at a1, and we can't escape with her without her being captured. If we capture the pawn, the knight captures our queen. If we capture the knight, the queen or pawn takes our queen, and if we capture the rook, the king takes back. But if only the king was not standing on g1 guarding the rook, it would all be so much better for us. So how do we remove the king from g1? Well, by playing bishop takes on h2 with a check. The king must either capture the bishop or to go to h1, and then the queen is free to capture the rook on f1. And what does this give us, except from not losing the queen, of course? Well, we actually won quality, that is a rook against a bishop. So let's take on the next puzzle. You are now to find white's best move. Good luck! The position looks pretty hopeless for white. The white pawn, who is kind of white's last hope in this position, is poorly located on h2, and a prolongation of it to a queen or any other piece seems to be impossible to implement. If it were black's move here, we would be checkmated by rook to d3 check, rook to e3, and then a capture and a checkmate. If we would play rook to e3 in order to prevent the checkmate from being performed, it would really not help at all. It would be just a matter of time before black came up with a next attack, such as for instance playing rook to d4 and then to h4 with a checkmate. What we have to do is simply to resort to extreme measures in order not to lose, and that is why we play rook to h4 check. The move looks quite unnecessarily. The king just goes to g5, and a check on g4 just seems a waste of time. But after the check on h4, we have a new opportunity to play the rook to h5 with a check. If the king would just move away from the check, we would capture the unguarded rook on d5 and get a much better position. But let's say that the king captures the rook, leaving us with a stalemate. Wherever the king goes, he is checked, but on h3 he is not. So instead of giving away a whole point, we are left with a half. Two chess puzzles in a row went just as good as one usually does. Today you have also seen two very important combinations that you just need to know. And with that, it's time for Arne Johansson in this week's episode of the Chess History to present a magnificent chessboard from Augsburg that Chess TV had the incredible opportunity to record as early as in 2005. So we have therefore had a reason to look back on material from Chess TV's first chess historical reportage. Here we go.